Hello, folks. So today, I'm so sorry I couldn't come online yesterday because of there were light issues. My phone couldn't charge. When I charged, it was so late. So I'm going to be taking episode 5 and 6 together today. So yesterday I did my own study, and I hope you did yours. By the way, did you do yours? Did you study Proverbs 5 by yourself on your own, without seeing the video? If you did, please let me know in the comment section. If you did not, let's study together today. Personally, I did mine yesterday, but I'll be reading both chapters 5 and 6 today. So let's go. Proverbs 5. My son, attend unto my wisdom and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life. Her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not near the door of her house, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Let strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. And thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, How have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the street. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cause of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. This is the word of the Lord from chapter 5. Thanks be to God. So tell me, what did you make up from this chapter 5? This chapter 5 is like, if you take proper look at it, a closer look at it, is talking about, engaging in adultery, engaging in, things that shouldn't be. This very chapter 5, is for married people. Like, I think every married person should read it. Men, women, married men, married women, they should take a look at this. It's very important for the good health of their marriage. So don't go about looking at other people. Make your spouse what you want them to be. Make them those people you want to, be faithful. It's talking about faithfulness in marriage, loyalty, faithfulness, staying true to your vows in marriage. Be with your wife, be with your own husband. Both of you should be with yourselves. Oh God. So let's go to chapter 6, please. My chapter 6 says, My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself when thou art come into the hand of thy friend. Go humble thyself and make sure thy friend. Don't go about becoming guarantor for everybody you see. Be careful of who you become guarantor to, especially in this our time. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thy eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise. So verse 6 says, Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provided her meat in the summer and gathered her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou love? How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a forward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Forwardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. In those days, like from what I heard, those days, the days of our forefathers, foremothers, even our mothers and fathers, the eyes, the hands, the fingers, and even body movements we are used to communicate. Those days of slave trades, people were sold via body movements. You would think you are with a friend, you think you are with a relative, a family member, even a mother or your father. Don't know that through their body movement, transaction is going on. A lot of transactions, they have been sold out to slavery. So that's the proverb calls it naughty person. Naughty people, they do this. Their body movement depicts wickedness, and you may not even be aware. Verse 15. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Sorry. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. 1. A proud look. 2. A lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. That's true. 4. An heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. 5. Feet that be swift in running to mischief. 6. A false witness that speaketh lies. And then 7. And he that soweth discord among brethren. My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart. We encountered this place in um Proverbs chapter 3 verse 3, where it says, Let not mercy and truth forsake thee, bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. So Proverbs 6 verse 9, verse 21 is similar to that. It's talking about binding the law, father's instruction about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. And reproofs of instruction are the way of life. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. We are going to come back to this. Can a man take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burnt? Can one go upon hot coals, and his feet not be burnt? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. Men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committed adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonour shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So now I said that we are going to come back. So you see, Proverbs chapter 5, chapter 6, they are talking about, is these chapters are for married people. Like not just for married people, for everyone, yes. Even in our relationship with God, even in our relationship with God, we shouldn't go about, he called it is idolatry. But then if you read the Bible, you see that God compares worshiping other gods, living forsaking his worship to worship other gods as you know as a woman leaving her husband and going after other men. That was the comparison that was mostly used in the Bible to compare our relationship with God. So now here is talking about, for there are people that will tell you men are polygamous in nature. Men are polygamous in nature. Oh. The Bible is telling you that men are not really polygamous in nature. They are not polygamous in nature. I know someone will say, but the person that wrote this, is he not King Solomon? He was into many women. He married and married and my dear, even the person that married is telling you now, you should not go into other women. You should not lust after strange women. You should not go about sleeping with other women other than your wife. The person that slept with other women is the one telling you this now. But you will say, but he married and he even had how many concubines? My dear, an adulteress will hunt for the precious life. If you don't have anything, it's not about your beauty. For the ladies, for the men, it's not about your beauty. It's not about your handsomeness. If your life is not precious, adulterers and adulteresses will not come hunting for it. Do you understand? So don't think, oh, everybody's after me because I'm beautiful. No, everybody's not after you because you are beautiful. It's because your life is precious and they want to bring it to a piece of bread. To a piece of bread, and you wouldn't want to be eating like a piece of bread is eating. So don't go about sleeping with other men. Don't go about sleeping with other women other than your wife. Maintain chastity. Abstinence remains the best, yes. Mm. So this is it for today. I don't know, I would have gone into a lot, but this video is already getting long. So study on your own. If you are married, study chapters, Proverbs chapter 5 and 6. Study them. Study this chapter as well. It's going to help. If you're married, study them too. Study them. It will help your relationship with God and also help you by the time you get married. Thank you. See you tomorrow for episode 7.